It's officially been 30 days of helium mining. Lots of trial and error. We're still learning, but let's show some numbers. Stay tuned.
Nerdy dude stuff.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, helium, and all that good stuff. If you're new to the channel, please take a moment to consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on the bell notification as we post videos weekly. For those of you guys keeping track at home, today's beverage of the day is from our beer drop box. This is called the Wavelength IPA. This is a pretty solid hazy IPA. We have lots of flavorings of pineapple, a little more on the sourer side with a hint of mango sweetness. Very, very hops middle. So right as soon as you get past that first initial taste, then you start getting the hops and it gets really nice on the back end. Beautiful aromatics. Just really, really forward with that nice pineapple-y scent. And this is probably one of my favorite beers from that beer drop. So cheers to you guys. Let's take a look at our helium results, shall we? First off, I would like to say I'm very sorry about the quality of my previous video. Not the live stream, which I'm glad we did, and thank you for joining and watching that. But I'm very sorry about the quality of my previous video. I have been trying to add some fun videos that I shoot on my iPhone 12 Pro Max, and even the quality that's being uploaded into my Filmora Wondershare is potato quality in that, because these cameras are phenomenal. So I'm learning some other things when it's matching to the media. That's why we ended up getting 240p in the last video. Luckily, I'm very descriptive when I talk, and hopefully it's not going to be the case here. Still a struggling and growing YouTuber. So with all that said, let's jump right into our two miners and their 30-day total in profit, and then we're going to talk about our plans coming up for the next month to increase those profits even more. All right, so our very first helium miner, well, I should say that helium is currently sitting at a price of $13.49. So our very first miner right here is sitting at a total of 1.44 helium. So we've got two helium miners. No, there's other ways I can show this stuff on screen, but we're just going to do it simple and easy. So we are at 1.44 helium for 30 days, which is 1.44 times 13.49. So we've made $19.42 in a month, pretty much operating in lone wolf status. So we're at 1.44 on one helium miner. And then let's just jump over and take a look at this one. And then we are at, ooh, I like that little yellow line that we just saw as well. And then this one is our other helium miner. We are at 1.12. And you saw my editing there. So grand total for the past 30 days is 2.56 helium at a total of selling at 13.49. So we are roughly at averaging $1 a day. And this is pretty much us operating in lone wolf status. Remember, our helium miner right here has just been set up, plugged in, and never touched. It still has the 4 dBi antenna stock sitting right next to the window at my in-laws' house, but that is going to be a miner that we are going to be focusing on when we get our new antennas, which come in tomorrow. That has just been baseline. Once we set it, we never touched it, which is very interesting because we got some activity with it today. See, in the past 24 hours on this miner, we've earned ourselves 0.21 already. So it looks like about 5:30 a.m. Let's see what activity that was there to give us that small bump in rewards, because usually we've been seeing 0.04 helium for any of the mining rewards. So let's see. We earned ourselves, it witnessed a beacon. Let's see what we witnessed. We witnessed ourselves. Look at that. That's the goal that we want right here. So it looks like challenge was sent out by Powerful Hazel Worm, and then my Brief Taupe, my other miner, put out the beacon, and then our miner witnessed the beacon. So that gave us a total of 0.177 HNT, and that's the ultimate goal that we want to get to. We want to get these two consistently talking back and forth, and I'm actually really stoked that this is checking off like stuff. It hasn't been witnessed yet, but it witnessed my beacon up here. So that means this, if we go here, we can go into the reward structure and the activity for this beacon, and let's see what our activity was there. We have 0.04 and then we have 0.02. So we had 0.04 at that same time frame, 4:23 a.m. and 5:23 a.m. Now this beacon, so let's see here. Right here. So it sent a beacon with one witness, and see, it's the beaconer. We have one witness hotspot. Obviously, it's the hotspot down here. So I'm very, very, very excited. That's some pretty solid news, especially operating as two lone wolves and not even touching out to these guys. But I think that is all going to change within the next, here's our witness, within the next 30 days, especially starting tomorrow. Because first things first, tomorrow, as soon as those antennas come in, which again, we do have 2 of these 5.8 dBi fiberglass antennas coming in. One is going immediately up into the attic, attached to Briefed Hope Fox, and hopefully we start seeing that signal fire off, because we are able to potentially get in contact with these miners here based on their placement and their setting. The reason why I'm so incredibly hyped about that, and my buddy Daily Mint did a video on this yesterday and talked about we bought the same antenna, and we straight up legit both bought this antenna for our Helium miners. Now, this is coming right out the gate and saying it's a 10 dBi outdoor for low-raw gateway 915 megahertz antenna omnidirectional, blah, 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 fiberglass, yada, 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 for $43 on Amazon. I'm going to show this when my rack antennas come in, so stay tuned for that next video. But the thing is literally like this big. It's literally like this big, and that doesn't make sense to me, because then you go and look at some other antennas and you could see here, this is the ProxyCast, which I've seen videos on. This is a ProxyCast 10 dBi antenna. If we go down to its specs, it should, where's the specs? I saw it earlier. The specs for that one is 2 feet long, so 2 feet is going to bring it, you know, about out to here or so. That's a 10 dBi. That's at 20. That's at 2 feet long. And then if you go back to this shenanigans one, this is the one that we have up in our attic, thinking that we're gonna get 10 dBi and pump everything out. This bad boy, and there's another thing that I saw on the Amazon page that should have triggered some questioning as well. But where's the specs on this bad boy? This one's sitting here saying it's 20 inches long, and it's not. It's just around a foot. It's not even that long. But if we look at the 5.8 dBi antennas, these things are monsters. Like, I don't know if they have the specs on this page for how long they are. QA, reviews, related items. No. Wait, do they? Let's see here. Of course, we should be looking into these things before. Product details. Antenna length is 800 millimeters, or give and take. So that's already bigger than this dinky little guy over here. But the big thing that, not this one, the big thing that really got me is when I started looking through, because I wanted to find the reviews and see, you know, if there's any more reviews. Now there's 7 reviews. When I first bought it, there was only 2 and there were 5 reviews. So I can look at those reviews here in just a moment. But right here, why does the listing say 10 dBi but average gain say 3 dBi? Please explain. They said, hi, really sorry, we made mistake with the details, but the average gain is 10 dBi. And then they said it there, and now we actually have 1-star reviews. So we're going to go through and add some 1-star reviews. This gives good coverage for helium. Advise if you're looking to boost your helium. Nope, that's a 5-star. Antenna needs to be a little over 3 feet to be 10 dBi. This is actually a 3 dBi, and you can find the exact same antenna on other listings correctly stating 3 dBi. So we are going to add a review there as well. So really, we are going to hope that switching out to these antennas, which we bought the bundle, not with the magnetic base, because the magnetic base would be about another $10 each, I believe. Yeah, if we buy bundle 2, comes in the magnetic base, it brings the total up to 100, because we're going to have one that's going to be mounted in our attic for the first, you know, couple of days to see if this improves our quality, since we've already upgraded our cables. And then the other one is going to be, do I have my lightning resistor? I do. Or arrestor? I do, right there. The other one is going to be installed outdoors at my in-laws' house, so we've got that ready to go, and then we have another one in the mail, and we will keep you updated on that with another video in regards to our helium updates. So I'm very excited that we finally got our two to witness each other. One witnessed the other. It's been a whole month, and you can see here that that's 2.4 kilometers away. So we're definitely chugging along in the right direction. And with these antenna upgrades, I'm really hoping that we are going to be getting even more, especially since we just had the halvening today. Definitely not discouraged by the results that Sour Walnut Goat just got by having to witness each other. So stay tuned for all that. If you guys want to get these antennas as well, or any rack miners or external boxes or anything like that, there is a link to the rack store in the description of this video, and you'll save yourself 5% on all your purchases. And I greatly appreciate if you take a moment to click that. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching today, guys. If it's first time here, again, please consider liking, subscribing, turning on the bell notifications as we post videos weekly. Otherwise, reach out to me on Telegram, Twitter, Discord, email, comment below. We'll respond back to you as quick as possible. But that's going to do it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm O'Prius, and we'll see you guys next time. Very excited today. A lot of you guys left a lot of comments about a lightning arrestor, and we did order one from Amazon, so it came in. So I wanted to showcase that real quick before we get our antennas going. So we just cracked open our Amazon bag, and we've got our lightning arrestor definitely in this little bag right here. So let's get that going. And so we've got the other bag open, and now we're going to pop open our now we have our lightning arrestor right there. You can see it on camera. It's in the bag, and we're gonna get this bad boy open to see what it looks like. Here we go, and it's in another bag. Waste of plastic.